that I have asked to be on the panel tonight, work your way up on stage. If you are one of the seniors, I have asked to be on the panel, work your way up to the stage. All right, so I've asked some of our longest tenured high schoolers to share with you a few things about life and high school and what is to come. So, crew, we will start and pass the mic. You do not need to answer every question, but answer the first one for me and then pass it down. So, the question that you need to start with is, what's your name? What school are you currently going to? What are you doing in the fall? Those are the three things. Name, schools. Go, Liam.
I'm Liam Blackwood. I just graduated at Wanda High. I just graduated from Wanda High School and I'm going to USC in the fall.
I'm not gonna say it. Hi, my name's Riley. I went to Wanda High School, and I'm going to Flagler College in the fall. Go Saints!
Hi, I'm Roddy. And I went to Wanda High School. And I'm going to USC in the fall.
Thomas Mormon. I'm going to Wanda High School, and I'm going to Winthrop University in the fall.
I'm Palmer Coleman. I went to Wanda, and I'm going to Clemson in the fall.
Hi, I'm Cecilia. I go to Wanda High School, have not graduated yet. And I'm going to United States Military Academy or West Point in the fall.
I'm Josie. I will be graduating from Wando, and I'm going to USC in the fall.
I'm Matt. I go to Wanda and I'm going to USC.
I'm Kiva. I go to Puerto Dowd, and I'm going to Walker next year.
Pass the microphone when you have something to contribute. Again, there's a lot of you, so don't feel the need to answer every question. The first thing, for the sake of our students in the room, is what was your favorite part of your high school or your teenage years? Favorite part of your high school or teenage years?
The favorite part of my high school or teenage years definitely be like the friend group I have. I mean, if I didn't have them, I don't know what I'd be doing right now. Just, I don't know, my friends.
So it's favorite things in past high school. Yeah, I guess it's kind of the same thing as Palmer. Just having the experiences with all my friends and like being able to grow up with them and experience high school together, and also like get ready for the journey to college. It's comforting to have them like along with them. So it's definitely good.
Yes, sir.
My favorite part has definitely been cheering with my friends. And also just like my church friend group that I've like had forever. It's like really comforting to have a group that you can always go to and like, you know, say morals and values and say come back and talk to everybody. Yeah.
All right, what has been the hardest part of high school or your teenage years? That's not classes or tests. Hardest part.
I think my hardest part of high school was just finding people that I wanted behind me. Because I always had friends necessarily, but I've never had like, I necessarily have never found the group of people that I felt like I would want to be with for the rest of my life. So friends for me was always one hard thing in high school.
I also like to build on that. I
I agree. I think for me, the hardest part was finding the right people to surround myself with because I'd say for a moment I was surrounding myself with people that I wish I didn't because, I don't know, they didn't have the same goals as me and the things that I believe in, and so if I could change anything about that, my high school classes, that would be it.
I think the hardest part in high school is like sticking to your beliefs, especially like the Christian ones, because you'll be surrounded by so many people that believe different things, and they're trying to push and sway you to do things that might not align with the Christian faith and their Christian values. So I would really just say like stay true to yourself and stay true to like your church friends.
I would probably say like unnecessary drama, like speaking to people I know. Yes,
What has been the favorite or best part of being a part of youth ministry during high school? Like, what have you gotten out of it?
The friends that I've made, I don't know what it's gonna be really hard next year being away from some of these people, and so I'm just really grateful for the friendship that I've made with my friends and the other leaders as well.
I think just the best thing about it is like a staple in your life. Like you can have a bunch of crazy stuff going on Monday through Sunday, and every week you can come here and it can't get rained out and it's inside. And you just come here every week and like you're around your friends, all your friends that like the same stuff as you and all believe in Jesus. Just a really good like staple.
To expand on that, ever since 6th grade, I've always looked forward to like Wednesday nights to like see the church friends I don't have at school because I've lost contact with different schools and everyone. So it was just really important for me like see my church friends like have that stable in my life, and also like I've loved all the mentors that I've gained through like my 6 years of like being in this program. It's just like super fun.
I just liked all the memories that I've made here, and you just gotta take everything. You can't take anything for granted. Basically, it goes by that fast.
So I kind of had like a special relationship with this youth group. So in my earlier years, I kind of had like a lot of confusion with religion and all that. Just between like family members not knowing what they believe in and growing up and trying to find my own path. And I was actually introduced to youth group from a couple of friends that are actually on the stage right now. And it got me I got to meet Jonathan and Ellie and a whole bunch of other youth leaders. And they kind of taught me the ways of God. And it helped me slowly, come back to God and be able to just, I don't know, it's a little emotional because like, I didn't think I would ever be here now, but I'm so glad that I had the chance to come back and just do it when God me.
Okay, so now, we'll go here. What is the best piece of wisdom or advice you got during high school? Best piece of wisdom or advice you got?
So my dad has always told me since I was little everything happens for a reason, and so that never really resonated with me until high school. The big question everyone always asks is why do bad things happen to good people? And in high school, bad things happen to you and to your friends. That God has a plan for everyone, and bad things are gonna happen, but it's all for a reason. And if I could go back and change anything that happened, I wouldn't do it because then I probably wouldn't be sitting here today.
Junior year, I was going through a really stressful time, and I think the biggest thing that helped me was my dad was always telling me to take things day by day and to see what you can do to be your best self in that day.
In all of the college essays that y'all are gonna have to write someday, one question that always comes up is what's the biggest adversity? And when I was writing that letter, a piece of advice that stuck with me as right now I'm going through a hard time, but back then I thought I was going through a hard time, is just stick to your morals and let people come to your strong foundation. Don't ever go and try to be somebody else when you know what you are inside. And you really are the average of the 5+ people to you. So just always be yourself, and God hears things that you don't. So if you weren't invited to something or aren't, like, friends aren't being nice to you, just trust in God's plan and be open to new people and new experiences.
Some people are super light, I think they only like really hard up to. I think freshman round, I learned you can't be late twice, so if you're gonna be late to something, just be a little more late.
I would never say take everything in, because I remember being a freshman, like hearing this talk from the seniors, like that's so far away, like they're being so cliche, but that's what really does go by super, super fast, and like take advantage of everything you can now while you're under your parents' house, and that you have their guidance and like their money. So like, before you like go off to college, like really take up what they did and everything that you can.
All right, so we'll transition now to a super deep, serious one. So if you need to take a second to think, take a second to think. My question for you, be as honest and vulnerable as is appropriate for the context that we are in. Is there a mistake that you made in your high school days that you learned from that you would not want somebody to do the same thing that you did? So share as appropriately and vulnerably.
I just want to say, people, you always think what people care about you, that it matters so much, and that everybody is just going to think badly of you if you don't do these things, don't hang out with these people, but you just got to be yourself and just not worry about that.
Yeah, I want to build off what Riley said. So, like, there's a lot of people in your life that you may think are friends or like really close people to you, and they actually care about you. And if they like do these things to you and kind of like put you down all the time, and you may not realize it because you think they're close to you, but as you go through life, I've seen it with all these people here, like how they a lot of bad people come into our lives and just not, like, we haven't realized how bad they were until we got rid of them. And I think my guys, I'm sorry, they're not bad people. They don't treat you how you like to be treated or how you should be treated. You deserve to be treated better. There we go. They're not bad people whatsoever. I'm sorry. Yeah, they treat you horribly, and you should get them out of your life. You may not realize it now, but maybe if you are having those thoughts about a specific person or a friend or girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is, maybe like, okay, so yeah, maybe just give it a break or see what your life is like without them in your life and see how you like that life better. And,
So, they kind of talked about the bad people in your life, but I would say one of the mistakes I made in my early years of high school was pushing away the people that really loved me and cared for me, and I wish I didn't do that. So I would just say, recognize the people that really love you and want to be there for you, and accept them in your life.
So my mistake is kind of like caring about popularity, and my lesson learned is that like popularity is a myth, like it's not a real thing. Find your group of friends that you really, really get along with, and you like enjoy being around, and just be around them all the time. Who cares about whatever else there?
Piggybacking off of Matt, I also used to care a lot more about what people thought, like trying to change myself for other people. Like freshman, sophomore year, I was a lot more like quiet and shy at school, and I never like talk about like what I believe, like what I was passionate about. But like now, I'm like so like vocal about what I believe, and I like love talking about like all my passions and everything. You know, you want to be like Nancy Wicks.
In a few words, I've just learned a lot. Even if you get into a new romantic relationship or like close friend relationship, just because you have so much fun with that person, you feel like it's like perfect, don't push away other people that care about you.
So, a little bit broad, how have you seen God move in your life in high school? How have you encountered God in high school?
Okay, so freshman and sophomore year, I went to school of the arts. And COVID hit sophomore year, and like they were kind of touching on earlier, I like fell in with people that just weren't like good for me. We had different interests, and I guess I just kind of like tried to like, you know, fit in with them, and it just wasn't working, and I was really unhappy, and I was like, my relationship with God was like slipping, and for a while I was just like praying like, and asking God to like bring new people into my life because I like really felt like I didn't have anyone to turn to, and I was like praying for like people that I could love and that could love me back, and then the summer of sophomore year, I met all my new friends, and I ended up leaving SOA and I went to Mondo. And then I started coming here, and it was just like really cool because I'm like a very like visual person. Like I need to like see it to believe it, and that was something that I really, really struggled with in my faith, and like everything that I had been praying for like was like right there in front of my eyes. And like, if you don't mind, when I met Jade, she told me that she had been praying for the exact same thing that I had been praying for, and we didn't even know each other yet. So that was really So at the time, the most challenging thing, I've had a very nice sheltered life under this church, and my parents have provided a really, really nice soft cushion for me to fall on always. My first, I guess, rude awakening was I tried out for the Wanda soccer team my freshman year, and I got cut because I was in band and it wouldn't work out, and I prayed that there would be an opportunity that they would let me back on, and I prayed for a sport that would suit me better, and I found rugby, and it has been the best. Even though I'm injured now, it has still been the best sport, and I've never felt more confident in the sport, and just found the right people that support me, and I'm just so grateful to have been brought to that community of people and sport.
All right, 2 more questions. First one, hopefully you have an answer, but if not, hopefully this gets your brain thinking. How are you going to stay connected to Jesus and church as you head off to college?
So I'm going to a Christian school, so I'm kind of like, I have to go to church a few times every month, but like, I don't get it. But it's not, yeah, I get to go to church, but I get a grade for it. And also, yeah, I'm around a bunch of Christians all the time, which is kind of why I chose school in the first place, and I just think, I need to be up there, and all my roommates are Christians, everyone around me is Christian, I just need to be around all the time.
So I'm going to USC next year, and I actually have a good friend, Isabel Davis, you know her. We're going right after. And we talk about it a lot. She's planning to introduce me to her friends that she made throughout her rural communities. And also, I went up to visit USC back in March, and my family and I went to a church service up there. So I would say, put yourself up there as much as you can.
At Wofford, I definitely want to like get plugged in with like Bible study, like student ministry as soon as I go as a freshman, and then I also just like want to meet new people with still Christians, like with different perspectives, like different backgrounds, just be able to expand my faith on somewhere.
So you know I'm going to Clemson, and definitely going to try to find a church to join, maybe a small group to join. I've been scouting out churches up there, so
I think the easiest way that I'm going to stay connected is like, the connections I have here, and like the mentors and people I've met at this church and stuff, and keeping in contact with them like that.
All right, so for the sake of time, I will give you all one sentence. One sentence, so one short, concise thought. What is one thing that you want these high schoolers to know that you wish you knew heading into high school or while you were in high school? So you get one last sentence to impart wisdom or knowledge into their souls and their brains.
Enjoy every moment of your high school because it's gonna fly by.
Just be who you are, cherish every moment.
I mean, before you were born, God made a plan for you, and everything's already happened basically, and you're part of His plan. So just keep your Christian faith, and whatever happens, happens. It's a part of the plan, and you can control it.
Take advantage of everything and don't change yourself for anyone.
Not necessarily everything happens for a reason, but everything that happens has some silver lining, and the goal is just to try to find it.
The people you surround yourself with are a somewhat reflection of you. So if you don't like people hanging out with people
Technically, ground.
Don't let other people's ignorance and bad vibes mess up your high school experience.
Try your best to see out the good in every situation, no matter what it is.
I would just say, always know there is like someone to talk to, because a lot of times we feel like your problems just like so different, so unique, or so much less than someone else that you know to feel valid, but it's better to talk to someone about it.
All right, give our seniors a huge round of applause.
If you are a